ultimate, all-time high. That first rush. Wow. Just that burning, searing, soaring sense of perfection. Like, oh God, a 24-hour climax that can go on for days.
I'd like to go off and have
to the city or to
happily ever after.
There's no way to explain it unless you've been through it. There's no way to tell anyone who hasn't tasted it.
I'm getting closer to the fact. I've turned my back on silly dreams. I'm walking down that lonely road, and my heavy load, I didn't bother to bring it. When the sun shines down on me.
I experienced the apocalypse. I felt like the world was ending, and they told the whole world that it was ending like a week. Like my parents watching the news, and I was walking down the stairs in a dream, and it was crazy because the sky turned this red, and my whole house was just red. Like the whole scenery was just red on fire. And then I was walking down Market Street in the city, and it was just weird because it was like you saw like juxtapose of all these businessmen with their briefcases, and then you saw that really flipped me out again. Apparently there's something like big happening with like the lunar eclipse that just happened, and I think that's like a pretty like a wild moon that happened last night. Yeah, I didn't know either until somebody was like, yeah, this moon hasn't happened for over 600 years. So I wasn't able to make it back home, so I hid under this trash can, and then I guess it was supposed to be like an asteroid or some type of fireball that hit the world, and I felt the world end. It was like this huge amount of pressure and like a blaring light, and then it just paused, and then
so you were miserable in New York City, and now you're going to be miserable in New York City, and now you're going to be miserable in New York City, and now you're going to be miserable in New York City, and now you're going to be miserable.
Someone just walks in. I'm in a room with somebody else. Someone walks in, shoots them, just disappears. Like supernatural type thing. So there's no way to prove that they did it. So it's all the blame is on me. And then I have to like fight my way out. Feels like 4 days pass. And then if I have one, especially like if I have one, there's one where I'm just working an entire shift at a movie theater. Then after that, and it passes in real time. I feel like each second of it, like it feels like I spent a month in a dream. And then after I'm there, then I just go off, and then I'm like getting shot at for like an hour, and I'm like having to run behind cars and stuff. And then I kind of just do whatever. It just feels like I just live a different life for like a week's time, and then I wake up and I'm tired for the rest of the day. But then I go like 2 weeks without dreaming at all.
I just keep going in circles trying to find the thing that I forgot to bring, and I never do it. It never ends. I was like, why? I had a dream where like all of my teeth fell out.
Once I drown. I just drown in it. It's like when in a movie when you're walking through quicksand, and then you're
because one person's heaven is another person's hell. And like, say what if you are like deeply in love with somebody, but they just despise you? Like, you couldn't be in the same room, or like heaven is just like a state of being completely fine with being alone with your own presence. She said she wouldn't hate me because I don't hate her. I love her very much. Like, all senses are like amplified. Like, everything just is viscerally just overindulgent, but in a very nice, soft way. You know, like, I think heaven would be nice if it were an acid trip that didn't go badly. That, like, sense of newness and wonderment you have as a child, but that there's no pain in heaven.